Hello, everybody. How's it going? I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight. I got a whole bunch of people joining us. It's wonderful. Wonderful to be doing a live stream. Love doing them. And I'm actually getting back in the swing of the schedule, so that's wonderful. I won't take up too much of your time. You're here to hear about this James Bond device thing that I talked about. You saw the thumbnail, you read the description. So what is it? Before I say anything, I need to talk about the product to get some of the ethics and stuff out of the way. This product was sent to me for review. That being said, I was not paid for the review. I am not making any money off of any affiliate links anywhere around this thing. None of this video or anything I'm going to say about it tonight, none of it was in any way scripted or pre-reviewed by the company that sent it to me. My opinion is my own. Although, I mean, there is the thing. I did get this for free to review for you. Take that with a grain of salt. If you're interested in looking at it, it sounds cool to you, you want to get one, there are links in the description below. You can use my coupon code and get, I think it's 10% off. So there's that. I got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to take these off for now because I don't need them. And I took the liberty of doing something I don't usually do, which is I pre-recorded some video of me messing around with it. This is it right here. Comes in this box. And I pre-recorded some video. We're going to watch it together, and we're going to jump down there for that. But let me just check out the comments real quick to see what people are saying. Feels a little... man... Don, I'm so jealous. I would love to be in an island in the middle of the Mississippi River. Right on. All right, so let's hop into the other view here. Okay, so this is some of the pre-recorded video that I took. It's all over the place, but it's going to give you an idea of what you get in the package, okay? So you open the package up. It's from McKeeJin. I hope I'm saying that correctly. McKeeJin. They create like card cheating paraphernalia, I guess I'll call it, or whatever. I have to say, I have to give a disclaimer. Don't use this stuff to cheat at cards. It's illegal, and it'll probably get you killed. So don't do that. But we're going to look at it through the lens of a magician, okay? Because that's what I am. They sent it to me. I'm going to look at it through the lens of a magician. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of, we'll just talk about it as it goes through. So when you open it up, you get these special glasses here. They're purple glasses. Okay, and they came with this really tough to peel off film, but it protects the lenses from being scratched and whatever. So I did appreciate that they put that on there. But it was very, very tough to get a nail in there and to actually get it out. They're stuck on both sides. There's 4 of them, one on either side of each lens, and it was difficult to remove, really difficult to remove, but didn't leave any residue when I did. What are the glasses for? Well, the glasses are for to see the special markings on the back of the playing cards. The playing cards are of this, what do I want to call it? They kind of look like B decks of cards. In fact, they're doing their best to knock off a B design, the classic pattern. And the box is pretty close to being a B design as well. It's not quite there. If you were worried about it from the standpoint of a magician, you could just put these inside of an actual B box and you'd be fine. Nobody would know anything. I want to go show you the snazzy glasses on me. So they're nothing super special. They're wireframe glasses. They don't feel like they're that expensively made. They're pretty inexpensive, cheap lenses, but or glasses. But the lenses do something really special. You notice they're tinted purple. That just looks so snazzy in those. I don't think those are meant for wearing when you're actually performing. Those are I would imagine are probably for testing out and practicing with the decks. The decks themselves look perfect. They look absolutely perfect. And I want to answer you guys questions too. So feel free to ask questions about these. And I have them right here. So even if it's something I don't know about or I don't have a pre-recorded video, but we can pull them out. We can actually test it. But they're, I watched. There's one other review. Magic Orthodoxy did a review on these as well. I think he was also contacted by them. He's another Magic channel. It makes sense. He, when he was talking about them, there was something I noticed. There was an error in one of the things he said about them, and that's that they're made of plastic, and they're not made of plastic. They're printed on paper, and I'm going to prove it. This is from the. There you go. There it is. I just tore the ad card. They are 100% paper, so you are spending, I think, like $60 or $70 before the coupon code for this kit. And I think one of the things that Magic Orthodoxy said was, "Hey, yeah, you're spending that much money, but they're plastic cards, so they'll last forever." No, they won't. They are paper, but you can buy refills at their site. Again, links in the description below if you want to check that out. But you can buy new decks of cards, you can buy new sets of glasses, and all those kinds of different things, and some other really interesting types of James Bondy stuff from their website. So I'll let you guys go check that out if you want to. But here's what comes in the box. You open the box up, and you get 2 decks of cards. You get a blue deck, you get a red deck. And you'll see whenever I open that up, I think I'm talking here, so let me... There it is. You get the blue deck, the red deck. That thing in the center there, that's the... See, they look pretty close to a B deck. They look pretty darn close to a B deck. They're each individual plastic sealed. You get 2 contacts, the special contacts to let you see the markings on the back. You get the glasses, and then you get a case to carry your contact lenses in. Like that. Okay? Now, I'm not great at putting contacts in my eyes. I've never had to do it. Even if I did need to wear glasses, which I'll find out tomorrow. I'm actually going to the eye doctor tomorrow to find out if I need to wear glasses. Even if I had that, I still wouldn't wear contact lenses. I would just wear glasses. I don't want to put stuff in my eyes. Call me weird, whatever. But I did try to put these guys in my eyeballs. Get some little googly eye stuff. So I did try to get those in my eyes, and not to great effect here. My wife was kind enough to help me film this, me trying to get them in. And first I couldn't open the package because they're sealed really tight in there. There you go. I was not happy about trying to put them in my eyes, as you can tell. I can't even just close my eye and just stick it to the back of my eye. Anyway, I won't bore you. This video is like 10 minutes long of me just trying to get these in my eye. I could not get them in. No matter what I tried, I could not get them in. That just blinks right out. So, of course, being that you want to, I'm reviewing them. And I want to be able to tell you, yes, they work. No, they don't. I know the glasses work, but do the contacts work? I couldn't say, because they're tinted purple as well. You would assume so, but I don't want to say, yeah, they work. So I tried to get them in my eye. I could not get them in my eye to save my life. But I came up with a clever solution, which was to take the contact lens and just stick it to the lens of my camera. And so that way you can see the markings. And here's where you're going to get to see where the markings are on the cards. You kind of see how that works. Let me see if I can pull up a video for you. Now, can you see that? You guys could probably all tell what playing card that is. Upper left corner and bottom right corner, you get the suit. And then across the big back of the face, you get the big letter on the back. Something you'll note about this means that there is an upside and a downside. Like, rotation matters in this. It's not, it's not double or a double-sided back design, right? You have like there's a right way and a wrong way. So if they're flipped around, you better had practiced use being able to read them upside down. Otherwise, you're gonna have a hard time. That's the purple pupil right here that you're seeing. Not that constructed there. That's on camera, and you can in fact see identity. Let me try this. Practice use a spade. So it does work. And I imagine it probably changes your eye color too. So that's something that I thought about too. Is like if you're going to be wearing these around, actually performing with them, like well, again, performing with them. I don't think their intended purpose is to perform magic with them, honestly. But if you were to perform magic with them, I can't answer if they would change your eye color perceivably. I imagine they would. They're very darkly tinted purple, and so I imagine that would make your eyes look different. So I thought, well, if you're going to do that, you'd probably want to wear sunglasses, right? Like you're a poker player or whatever. You want to play with sunglasses on, like you see the poker players doing, and that could cover the color of your eyes. And so I actually tested that. I got some of my wife's. You'll see. Sunglasses. These are my wife's. They're not clean. They're just sitting around, I guess, for the kids to play with. But it will answer whether or not you can still see the marking through a pair of sunglasses. And it appears that you, in fact, can. It's a little difficult to see on camera here. And I think brighter light might help. But this is pretty bright. This is a kitchen, or I'm sorry, a bathroom with vanity lighting. And you can still make out the spade and the ace there. And tell what that is. So if you were one of those guys who wanted to wear sunglasses, possibly to cover up the purple irises that you're going to have while wearing these, it looks like you can do that with a pair of sunglasses. Not those really sexy pair of purple ones that come with the box, but yes, you can in fact see it. You can in fact see it. I'm talking to nobody. Wow. Sorry about that. Hi, Moon Eater. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Uh, sorry about that. Sorry about the mic issue. I found that out, Andrew. Thank you. I said, like, why is my thingy not going? Oh, it's a red light. Okay, I had muted myself. Moon Eater, good to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. It's so awesome. I got so many people here tonight. That's wonderful. So yeah, that is a concern. Is vampire eyeballs? Yeah, that, as you put it. I don't think you could wear these without drawing attention to yourself. I think that they would be pretty purple and show up pretty purple. Again, I can't answer that definitely because I can't get them in my eyes. Not the contact's fault. It's the user's fault. I can't seem to get contacts in my eyes for whatever. I also have very small eyes or eyelids. I mean, slee stack. I can't. I have a hard time getting my eyelids open enough to get contact in there. I have very small almond shaped eyes, but I imagine if you could get them in, they would work, but you would probably see that dark purple tint, which is why I was like, well, let's add some sunglasses and find out if we add the sunglasses, can you still see? And apparently, yes, even though it didn't show up in video very well, yes, I think you could still see the markings on the cards, but lighting is important in this. You have to have enough lighting hitting the card to be able to see the markings. Also, they're one way, so that's important to keep in mind. For me, as a magician, I think it's an interesting product. I'm glad I have it. I think it's really cool. But the thing that as a professional, I don't see where and when I would use them. As a professional magician, I don't see where and when I would use this. It's a conversation piece, certainly. It's an interesting thing from, we magicians tend to share a history, and a couple of cross points in history where magic and the seedy underbelly of card cheats came together, right? I think, one of the most perfect examples of that is like Expert at the Card Table. Um, and so from that standpoint, yeah, it's a really interesting thing. It's a really interesting object. It does what it says it's going to do 100%. I have no doubt that with a little bit of practice, this this would function exactly the way you would expect it to. It's a solid product in that regard. The part that I'm struggling with, though, is what's the application for professional magicians? What's the application besides an interesting conversation piece when friends come over? Beyond that, I can't, I don't know. I don't know how a magician uses this. You could, maybe it's your style that you wear sunglasses on stage, or maybe you're on stage far enough away from the audience that they can't really tell what your eye color is up there, and you can do this. You can do this for maybe, you know, as a mentalist routine, or be able to do a poker demonstration with it. It may also be interesting just from the fact of like bringing this out on stage and saying, "Look, this is a card cheaters set," and building a performance piece around this object, demonstrating for people, hey, we're the glasses, and sharing a little bit of the history of card marking and that kind of stuff, and daub and all those kinds of things, and maybe do it from that perspective. But to just use this directly as a magic trick thing, I don't see. Just perform it the way it's in the box. And it's not really a trick. It's just tools, utilities. I don't see. Maybe I'm not creative enough, but I don't see how you use this. I don't see how you use this as a professional magician. That being said, I think it's really neat, and I like it a lot, and I'm glad that I have it. But I don't think it'll ever go into my show or anything like that. So Mike is a bit robotic. Okay, let's take a listen. Thank you for telling me. I don't know what's going on with the audio, but I'm going to check it out. Let me hold on. Let me find out what's going on with this. I'm gonna fix it. Okay. So okay. Let's take a listen. It is a little bit weird, isn't it? I'm not sure what's going on. Thank you for telling me. It might be an echo in the room. I'm not sure. Thank you for telling me. Street performers might have an easy time with this, especially for performing in bright sunlight, might be an interesting. I mean, like again, in my type of work, what I do, I can't see a practical application for it. That doesn't mean that there isn't one, right? There's probably somebody out there this is perfect for, which is why I'm making the video. I want to talk about it, tell you it does work, and if you want one, how you can get one and how you can get one at a discount with my coupon code. But yeah, that's my feelings on it. I want to answer any questions you guys have about it, because it's kind of one of those weird things you don't see. They don't pop up all the time, and I've been fascinated with card marking systems and secret card marking systems when I was 12 years old, and I had heard about needing to wear special glasses to see secret markings on playing cards. I was like, oh, dude, I gotta have that. That's what you would have as a magician. You're James Bond doing like the cool secret gadget stuff using science and whatever. And it is all those cool things. But again, the way a 12-year-old would perceive the world, or what a 12-year-old would want, doesn't always match what you would want whenever you're 35. So and doing it day in, day out. I would not want to take those contacts in and out. I would be concerned about people noticing them. I can't find a practical application. But doesn't mean they're not cool. Doesn't mean even if you just want to own it as a conversation piece, if you want to buy it just to see how it works for the novelty of it, if you are far more creative, or you've been looking for some kind of gambling routine or something, this may just fit the bill for you perfectly. For me, not something that I can really use in my day-to-day shows. But I hope that answers the questions about it. If you guys have any more, Oh, and you know what? Let's just bring him out on camera so you can see rose-colored glasses. Yeah, purple roses. Yeah. Let me just pull them out. I think the markings tend to show up better on the red cards, and I think there's a reason for that. And let me tell you what it is. They're purple tinted lenses, which means I think they're actually. I think the markings are actually. You can't see them with a naked eye, but I think they tend to be green shifted. And the reason I say this is because you have the purple lenses, which are showing the filtered light, and you're doing that whole color wheel science thing. But there they are. That's the ace of spades right there. You can't see anything under no amount of light. There's a perfect finish on the cards all the way through. There's not like it's like the finish isn't weird in anywhere where the marking is. It is perfectly a card. It's a really interesting thing. And they handle perfectly fine. I mean, they are not actually B cards, but that being said, they function well enough for any poker game. They feel like quality cards, just not actually United States Playing Card Company cards. They feel a little bit different than that, a little bit sharper edges and some things. But yeah, no, I mean, you could not. Right, there's nothing to see without the special glasses. Let me get the special glasses up to the camera lens. Maybe that'll give you a chance to see a live demo of it. Let's see if I'll get a card here. Let's go with this one. I also noticed I have to say, since I'm talking about this, in depth, it's important to also note that clubs and spades, the suits for clubs and spades are a little bit difficult to differentiate. You really have to look because they have this very similar bottom and the rounded edges. You really have to look at that top section, and it can be a little bit difficult to see. So here are the special glasses. Let me see if I can put these up to the camera lens. I know this is awkward. Can we see that? Yeah? Super awkward. There we go. I can see that on my screen. I don't know if you guys can see that on the stream or not. I don't know what YouTube compression does, but you should be able to make out what card that is, which is pretty interesting. I'll let you give you guys a second to punch in your guesses, but I'm curious to see if you guys could tell over stream what that is. And if you want the lens back, let's put the lens back. Sorry, I know there's a lot of bumping and noise and stuff. Okay. Can you all see what that is? Yeah. I'll give you all a second to see if you want to punch in your answers, what you think it is. So no, I don't think that's to answer your question, Andrew. I don't think anybody. There's no way to tell. There's absolutely no visible way to tell. They're not marked in any other way besides invisibly. There's absolutely no way to know. It's the Eight of Hearts. That's exactly right. That's exactly what it is. Again, no way to tell from just looking at them. They are perfectly secret, unless you're wearing the special glasses. And that's incredible. That's incredible. I don't know what kind of. I don't know if they're like custom printing them or if they're custom marking them. I mean, the outline of each card has to be. I mean, looks like it's printed right into the design. It's a very perfect edges and everything, and they're printed super bold, so it's very easy to see them. So which is good, but again, rotationally that matters. So if you need to make sure that you know which way they're oriented or to be able to read them upside down. But yeah, that's again, cool conversation starter. It's totally something that you could bring to a Magic club and show off and be like, hey, cool guys, look at this stuff. But there they are. Super cool, well made. There are refills for everything, which is super important, because you can only wear contact lenses for so long. Of course, you can make them last a long time because you're not wearing them all day, every day. If you keep them clean and moist, you can wear contacts for a decent amount of time. So if you're only using them for demonstrations or whatever, they should last you a good long time. But again, or your deck gets messed up or whatever, they sell all the replacements things individually. This is a kit that they offer, as well as several other kits and other types of sneaky gear. So that's a great question. There's a link in the description of the video that will take you to their page. On last check, they were, I believe it was $69.99, but let me double check here so we can, all right, let's go to their website. Okay, no, I'm sorry, excuse me. They're quite a bit more than that, excuse me. They are right now listed for $120 on sale. $120 for the full kit. $120. But that gives you the glasses, the contact lenses, and the 2 decks of cards. And you can also, of course, get refills, right? So after you buy those the first time, you can get refills. You can get the playing cards, like marked playing cards, a 2-pack of a red and a blue for $40. And, you know, you go $120. Wow, that's a lot of money. No, I don't think it is. I mean, again, I hesitate to like highly recommend these to everybody. I don't think everybody needs to go out and run it and get a set, because it's not for everybody. But for the person that it's for, $120 is not bad, considering there aren't a lot of places where you can get something like this. There just aren't, right? There are not many places where you can get the level of quality, all the pieces together in one spot, not having to do it yourself or try to get clandestine knowledge out of a book that came out 120 years ago, and has ingredients that you need to get that if you try to buy today would put you on a no-fly list, right? There's all kinds of things that, for the convenience, for everything together, it is a good package. It does work. You know, that rate I don't think is outrageous to ask for the kit. So that said, I wish they would have probably put some nicer glasses in there, but that's really my only gripe. They do what they say they're going to do, and they do it well. So the readability, again, can be a little bit of an issue sometimes whenever you, depending on lighting conditions and how well practiced you are at reading. Not necessarily the identity of the card, but like the value of the card, but the suit of the card can sometimes be difficult differentiating those. Hearts is pretty easy, diamonds is pretty easy, but then you get to like clubs and spades and it gets a little tougher because the definition of how sharp you can get the top of the club versus the point, it can kind of get a little bit difficult to tell which is which. Yeah, so that's them. That's McKeeJin's. They call it a magician kit, which is it's not quite a magician kit, but an interesting talking point nonetheless. I wanted to share them with you. I thought they were pretty neat. Go check them out. Just see what other kind of stuff they have there. They have some other things that might even just spur your imagination, even just from the standpoint of like creating presentations. Just go to their website, look at it. I don't get anything for you going to their website at all. They're not tracking clicks or anything. It's just interesting from the perspective of like, you may not have known these types of devices exist. You can go there and it might spur your imagination a little bit. So I think it's worth going to check out. They offer the decks of cards, like the marked decks of cards, in a lot of different back designs too. So it's not just the B deck. They have ones that look a lot like the Arpo rug back design, if you're familiar with that. Copag designs, Aviator. So they have a lot of different back designs or similar back designs that mimic other popular decks of cards. And so if your B are not your thing, you can go there and find what else they have. A lot of interesting stuff on there. So take it for what it's worth. I think they're interesting. I think for the right person, $120 is not a high or ridiculous asking price. I think it's going to be perfect for some people out there, just not for me personally. That being said, what they did was really cool. It's certainly novel, and it was a lot of fun to be able to go through the kit and look at it and try everything out and see how it worked. And it is kind of this mind-blowing, oh wow, you really can't see that, like, oh my gosh. And then have the glasses on and going, yep, I know exactly what that card is. There are applications out there, I just don't know what they are for the professional magician. I would probably, honestly, and for me personally, would probably just go with the traditional marked deck of cards, visible. Any other marked deck of cards over these, just because of the convenience of being able to read a marking without special glasses is super helpful. But if you are like high stakes, can't be seen, looking at a marking system, or you're performing for magicians and they know about marking systems and all that kind of stuff. This would fool a magician if you could do it in the right context with the right lighting, contact lenses, all that kind of stuff. You'd fool the crap out of a magician with it, because they will not. There's no marking, right? To the visible eye, to the visible spectrum, there is no marking. So yeah, I like them. I think they're interesting. If you want to pick them up, again, links in the description. You get a coupon code down there, which will give you some percentage off of the, I think it's 10% with the code, the Magic Minute. Go check them out, see what they're about. And thank you guys very much for watching this. I know it was an off one. It was a little different. I'm going to be back here every Friday as much as I can be. We're heading into the busy season. I want to share one more thing with you before I go. I don't know if any of you guys are going to be in the Dallas area, but if you are, I have to share something with you. All right, let's do this. Browse. This is my... See if I can get it. Oh, you rotten son of a biscuit eater. All right. Wow, it doesn't want to show me that. Okay, there we be. All right, there we be. So this is a show I'm doing on Sunday. This is my friend Confetti Eddie and I are doing a show together. Confetti Eddie, or Eddie Ruiz, cool guy, like him a lot, known him for years. And he used to have a magic theater in downtown Dallas, and I would perform there every so often. He would have me as his guest performer. Him and I would do a show together, do a variety act with a couple of other entertainers. And 2020 changed a lot of things for both of us, and he no longer has that place. So he's changed it to a place called 4-Day Weekend. If you're anywhere in Dallas, 4-Day Weekend, it's off Sears Street. Come see my show. Come see Eddie's show. We're doing them together. We're each taking either half of the act and doing some stuff in it. 2 acts. Should be a lot of fun. I'm doing my full, not my full mentalist routine, but a lot of my really hard-hitting mentalism stuff. I hope you'll come check me out. And if you can, I would love to have you. So that's just a little special thing I'm doing Sunday night at the... I'll see if I can open it up there a little bit so you can see. There we go. There we go. Sunday, August 14th, 2022 at 8 p.m. 4-Day Weekend Comedy, 561 Sears Street, Dallas. Tickets, Confetti Eddie. All right, and then there's also the QR code. If you're anywhere in Dallas and you want to come check me out, see some of my stage work, come see Eddie's incredible show. I'm going to get you that QR code there a little bit bigger so you can snap a picture of that and get your tickets. Boom. I hope that works for you. Thank you, guys. And with that, I'm going to bid you all a very good night. Thank you for coming to check me out. I'm going to try to be here as many Fridays as I can. I'll always try to give you some heads up if I'm doing a live stream. I announced on the Discord. People knew this morning that I was going to be doing a show tonight, or doing a live stream tonight. Told everybody on the Discord. Everybody knew. Also, the community page is a good place to check. Also made a short video about it today, so if you're subscribed, you get those notifications and lets you know if I'm going to be going live any given night. It's tougher to do them because as we're getting into the busy season, I can't predict my schedule enough to plan them out that far in advance. I will hype something a little bit though, real quick. There is a magic creator. He fooled Penn and Teller, has a trophy with the big F and the big U on it from Penn and Teller. I had the chance to talk with him recently about an effect that he just released not that long ago. That's now in my act. It's in Penn and Teller's act on stage in Vegas. It is a killer effect. It's something I'm super excited about. There's going to be a review on it. And I'm also told that he's open to coming and doing an interview live on the channel. So I'm hoping to bring all that to you really soon. So I'm going to hype that, leave a little bit of mystery around it. But make sure you subscribe to the channel so that way you don't miss that one, because that's going to be something really cool. It'll be not the first Fool Us contestant I've had on the show, but the first winner of Fool Us. So cool stuff coming up, and I can't wait to share it with you. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video if you liked it. This one works too. You can hit that one twice to let me know how much you hated it, and then leave me a comment. What do you guys think about this McKeeJin gambling deck? Do you have any ideas for what you would do with it? Are you on my side here? We're going, I don't know how a professional magician uses this, but it's interesting. Or do you have a completely different opinion altogether? I want to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments below. And I will see you guys really, really soon. Thank you for being here. Eat your vegetables, go to bed on time. See you next time.